In today's market, anyone can produce a video. Yes, anyone. Yay! And that's a bad thing. Why? Let's talk about it on this edition of The DV Show.
We're on a mission to rid the world of bad video.
Bye-bye.
This is The DV Show.
Target in range.
Welcome to this edition of the DV Show podcast. My name is Brian, and as you can tell, I hate bad video. I know you can create video on your own. You know a video can help increase your sales, and we all know you need a video. So when you decide to make one on your own, please don't litter the world with your bad video. Learn from this podcast. Learn from thedvshow.com and my crack team of production misfits and start making video work for you, not against you. I mean, we talk so much about bad video, but what exactly is it besides looking horrible and sounding horrible? Well, bad video is not strategically placed. Bad video doesn't speak to the intended audience. Bad video doesn't get results. It doesn't show a return on investment. It doesn't generate leads. It doesn't engage. It has no interaction. It has little views, no call to action, and takes forever to get to the point. And most of all, bad video steals away precious time from those who watch. So we're on a mission here from at thedvshow.com to rid the world of this bad video. And we do this by educating you, sharing our experiences, telling you about psychology we use in social media video, expert advice, tips, tactics, and techniques. We do this on our website at thedvshow.com. We have live webinars, recorded workshops, one-on-one coaching via Zoom. We have a community forum. I offer free content on my website, a premium subscription service, and I do this podcast that currently has 250,000 weekly listeners who hate what I have to say. Hey, some people just don't like change. So if you have bad video, or you know someone who does, connect yourself with thedvshow.com and my crack team of misfits and learn how to make video work for you, not against your business. And let's all say bye-bye to bad video. All right, so let's get into today's podcast and the topic, which is, of course, anyone can produce a video, which is an epic fail. You know, because of smartphones, they can shoot HD, laptops are equipped with simple and free video editing software, and then you have all these apps that are around, the GoPro, even drone footage. It's something that we all have access to and start using, and everyone's calling themselves a professional. So should just anyone, even yourself, make a video for your business just because you have all of this stuff? Should you be calling yourself a professional? So one of the biggest mistakes a business owner can make is creating a poor quality video meant for drumming up sales, branding, or marketing purposes. It's the worst thing that you can do. Bad video is video that doesn't get the results your business needs or wants. So why even go ahead and create a video that doesn't do anything? If you're going to create a poor quality video, that's exactly what it's going to do. It's going to make your business look poor. When businesses put out web videos with poor production quality, it communicates a lack of professionalism. And that poor video experience distracts from the company's message. Will you lose business because of a video? How is your video getting noticed? Will it lose business? That's a big question. And the answer is yes. Will it be used to ridicule your brand? Yes. So it's really important that you get a video that's produced by a professional. And many of them listen to this podcast. And I'm going to stick up for you. I'm actually going to watch your back on this podcast because we're going to define what a professional video maker is. Everyone today, again, is calling themselves a professional video maker. And in the back of my mind, this is a title that you have to learn. It comes in all forms nowadays, professional video maker. And it's such a broad title that can have different definitions. So on this podcast, I'm going to break it down. If you're listening and you produce video, see where you fall into any one of these profiles. So I have 3 of them. that call themselves a professional video maker. See where you fall into these profiles. And if you're a business owner listening to this podcast, this is something that you need to actually focus on, because it's such a broad title, that professional video maker. It's really important to differentiate them all. Put them into a profile or a category so you know what you're getting before you start producing your video. So here we go. We're going to start really briefly with the beginner professional video maker. And I'm going to profile this person, okay? And it might be you. You always have the latest and greatest smartphone-related video equipment. You can create great video, but are sometimes not aware of what shots are visually appealing. There's very little editing to do once the shooting is over. Software used is basic and limited, either a free desktop editing suite or a free app. You have access to multiple voiceover artists. Actually, your access to multiple voiceover artists are zero, and music options are taken from free websites. You don't have many clients. You produce video part-time or strictly on weekends. You need improvement on audio and visual quality. Your scripting for your videos, there is none. So the final product is sometimes not going to have a clear or concise message. You are 80% creative, 20% business-minded. You have a great-looking demo reel on Vimeo or YouTube, and you show off your production skills and your equipment, everything that you have. You normally don't shoot for a lot of money. You edit any length of video at any price, and sometimes you're even free. And I'm talking about you, the beginner professional video maker. Okay, you call yourself a professional, which is okay. I mean, this is a great place to be at. You're a beginner professional video maker, but you're not really professional. Okay, you just have a video when you're done, and the client does the rest. Most of these videos, they get into this casual homemade look, and in my opinion, nobody really watches those. It's poor quality. The stuff audiences watch on the web is no different than watching video anywhere else. What people are willing to watch has to be up to a reasonable standard or of information. So whether it's a television show or online, the same rules of engagement apply. And mostly when you're a beginner professional video maker, you're making these type of videos, which is okay. And if you're a client and you don't want to pay that much and you want to make your business not really stand out that much, go ahead and hire this type of person. They're the beginner professional video maker. All right, so we're going to get into number 2, a profile of another type of video maker, and this is the intermediate professional video maker. Everyone's calling themselves professional, so let's kind of just profile a little bit and kind of show who you really are. The intermediate professional video maker, you too have all the latest and greatest smartphone, but you also have a DSLR, and you have this type of equipment too, which gives you the option to shoot mobile or in a studio-like setting. And after you shoot, the emphasis is focused on editing. You kind of use some professional software, but have the basic features on it. You either use KineMaster Pro, Power Director for Android, Filmic, LumaVision, Pinnacle Studio. You use this and you edit. You do simple basic editing. Now, you have small businesses as clients, and you're always doing the legwork to secure more. Now, the intermediate professional video maker has access to multiple voiceover artists and licensed music libraries, which is a step up from being a beginner professional video maker. Now, the intermediate professional video maker produces video part-time, but you are aggressively considering going full-time. You understand the best environment. You use equipment such as an external microphone. You know that's important. You have the camera stabilizers, tripods, handheld devices to guarantee quality. And your scripting, that's important too. And you get involvement from the client, and the final product that you produce has a clear and concise message. And again, we're talking about the intermediate professional video maker, which is different than the beginner professional video maker. Now, you are 60% creative, 40% business, as opposed to 80% creative and 20% business for the beginner. And you also have a great looking demo reel on Vimeo, and YouTube, and you show off your production skills and equipment. You might even be active on social media showing off all of your stuff. Now, you produce, edit, and distribute your video at a set price, and you will never waver. Now, you're the intermediate professional video maker. I'm profiling you on this podcast over the years. This is what I've seen. You're passionate about video production. You know what your message, the video that you can produce, you know, and you're confident that you can produce something that will have results for the businesses and people that you shoot video for. Now, here's a difference. Storytelling, your images, your camera movements, your audio, your special effects, you have learned all of that from experience, and you're able to adapt to what the client is looking for. Now, this is way different than the beginner videographer who learned it on YouTube, okay? Also, you know how to meet the emotional needs and psychological preferences of your client's audience, which is very important. And when you're done with the video, you place it somewhere where you can host it. So you're actually hosting it along with the ability to measure its results. So that's a big jump from the beginner professional video maker, and it makes such a difference. And if you're calling yourself a professional, I'm categorizing you and profiling you because over the years I've come in contact with many of you, and you're a professional video maker. Okay, yeah, but you don't do this, that, or the other thing, and I'm going to come up with that in a second so you can see the difference. But, intermediate professional video makers, I mean, it's so confusing, and they have a beginner professional video maker. That's the two. We're going to post some of this on our website so you can compare all of this and take a look at all of them. But now we're going to get into the professional video maker, the absolute professional video maker, and who you really are, the profile of you. Now, the first thing I'm going to say is that you are focused on creating a video that gets results for your business, and you have the experience, know-how, and purposeful drive to get it all done proficiently and efficiently. So that's a big jump from the intermediate and beginner, who the first thing they always think about is the equipment. The equipment. But you, the professional, thinks about getting results for the businesses or people that you produce video for. You have the experience, the know-how, and that drive to get it all done. Now, you also own, as far as equipment goes, which is secondary to that first point, you have smartphones, DSLR cameras, you have drones, you have broadcast-related video equipment, you can stream live online, and more importantly, you have the know-how to work them, which gives you the option to shoot mobile, in the air, in a studio setting, or live on TV, or maybe even on the web. And that's important. You actually know how to work the equipment. Intermediates or beginners, some of them do not. And I'm going to tell you a story that really made me mad. I went around researching for this podcast, and I got in touch with a local videographer, and he didn't know nothing about his equipment at all. He had all this equipment, but he didn't know anything about it. And he was so focused on it. Yeah, my equipment's going to do this, and my equipment's going to do that. And I listened to him, and that's how I came up with this podcast. I mean, you know what you're doing. And if you're a professional business owner, if you're a business owner, and you're going out there and wanting to hire a video person, a professional, if they're focused on your video and equipment comes second, and if they have all of that equipment and they know how to use it, that's how you know right away that you're going to get a great looking video. All right, let's get back into more of profiling the professional video maker. Now, you guys and gals know how to frame things up. You look for linear patterns. You know how to zoom and pan effectively. And you implement focusing techniques and much, much more. So sometimes when you're watching these videos, you go, whoa, how did they do that in that video? Well, I guarantee you it's a professional video team that likely has the answer and can make it happen for you too. All right, so that's important. All right, let's go back to profiling the professional video maker. So after you shoot video, your emphasis is focused on editing. And there are a number of complex editing systems to choose from today, each with hundreds of functions and individual nuances that you know how to utilize all of these advanced techniques, and you have the knowledge of the software. Again, you know what you're doing. You're also trained to know what looks pleasing to the eye, how to arrange shots in a particular sequence, how to eliminate any pops of audio, how to spot a jump cut. And the list goes on and on and on and on. You guys didn't learn this from YouTube. You learned it from experience. The professional video maker. You have the right to call yourself that. You earned that title. You guys have been fine-tuning your artistry since long before video exploded into the hands of everyone, and you can tell when it comes down to the final product. You also have many large corporations as clients, and you operate solely from word of mouth, repeat business, and a consistent marketing plan. This is how you know a professional video maker, really different from the beginner or the intermediate, which gets their business basically by, advertising, always working. They're doing the legwork to secure more business, which is great. They're working up the ladder. But when you're a professional, word of mouth goes around. You have a consistent marketing plan. You have repeat business. You guys also have access to multiple voice artists and licensed music libraries. You produce video full time, but you started from the bottom. Now, that's another thing I want to point out as far as a professional video maker and why it makes the difference when you're doing your video or producing a video. A professional video maker started from the bottom. They were once a beginner, they went to intermediate, and then they became that pro, which is really important. Some guys, they started yesterday, bought all this equipment. All of a sudden, they're a professional videographer, and they're a professional in the video business, which is false. You need to earn that title to be a professional video maker, professional videographer. I mean, you guys have been doing it for so long, and you know what needs to be done. All right, let's continue to profile the professional video maker. You too will produce, edit, and distribute your videos at a set price and will never waver. You are 50% creative, 50% business-minded, and you know that more than one type of video with consistent messaging is going to make your client money. You have a great-looking demo reel on Vimeo or YouTube, and you're showing off your production skills within a testimonial video of happy clients talking about what their ROI was as a result of the video produced by you, okay? So that's much different. I mean, you know that, hey, showing people how happy, giving testimonials of the videos that you produce, showing the results of your videos in your video, your demo reel, is a sure sign of a professional. Intermediates, beginners, they don't get it. They're more focused on their technique, on their equipment, and that's most of what their demo reel looks like. So as far as your storytelling formulas, your use of graphics, your cinematic camera movements, all that good stuff, you learn from experience, and you are willing to adapt to what the client is looking for, and you can actually probably make better the techniques that you use for your client. You know, and you're able to adapt. So you know the emotional needs and psychological preferences of their target audience. And when you complete the video, you host it, and you also have the ability to measure its results, and then you keep in touch with the client. Now, that is super different than being a beginner or an intermediate. So that's a definition of a professional videographer. Notice the differences between all professional video makers. So if your business listening to this podcast, you should see it right there. Or if you're a professional videographer, you should see, hey, I'm really not that professional, or I really am professional, or I'm not professional. All right, so we're going to put this little chart up on the dvshow.com in article form so you can take a look at it and make the differences yourself so you can see. And it's really important what profile that you fall into. So really, if someone's taking the time to watch your video, it's because they're potentially interested in your product, service, or company. So if they find themselves watching a terrible video, or if you're making a bad video, people are going to ask, is that a real company? I like the product, but I don't really get it. What should I do next? Those are thoughts of viewers, and they'll have when dealing with a poorly produced video. So which one are you going to be? Which one are you going to choose to produce your video? Well, that does it for another edition of the DV Show podcast. Thanks for listening and subscribing. You know, this is a podcast that's powered by you, Video production's not for everyone. It can be easily overwhelming, time-consuming, intimidating, and technical when all you want to do is create a video that works. The options are really daunting, and that's why we're here. So whether it's about developing creative content, live streaming video, the best video equipment, software choices, editing tricks, copyright and intellectual property issues, or anything else creative, technical, or business, we are available right now to enable you to create a video that gets results. Come on up to that professional level. Talk to us by sending us your questions or comments. Click on that Ask Us button at thedvshow.com. All right, till next week, we will see you once again. Thanks for listening.
For additional tips, tutorials, and to get your video questions answered, visit thedvshow.com.
Stay on the cutting edge with The DV Show.